You join me on the canal for a change. Today we've got our long run. The plan has changed a little bit because I'm feeling a little under the weather. We had a bad session on Friday where I was supposed to do speed, but just after a kilometre rep, I was done. So I called off my 5k PB attempt on the Saturday. Today's the Sunday, and we're just purely watching heart rate, staying in the easy zone 2, and just plodding along. No stress, no pace. Just enjoying the canal and seeing what we can do. This is a very safe out and back that I can escape if I need to call things short. But no, we're doing all right. So while I'm taking things easy today, I do have some friends running the Cardiff Half. So good luck to all of you. And also, I've got Sam, Ben Bauer, the Bauer brothers, running Chester Marathon. And we know a few others actually running that. Dawn from the 2 running Brooms. And, well, lots of folks. So excited to see how everyone does. And I almost signed up for that Chester Marathon. And low-key, kind of glad I didn't. Because I feel it would be a repeat of Manchester where I didn't feel too good and just had to overdose on caffeine gels, I guess, and just get through it. So low-key glad I'm not there in Chester today, but still feeling the FOMO of not having a autumn-winter marathon. Go on, you can fly. Go on. So yeah, instead of a marathon, we'll be focusing on 10k training. I did have a time trial planned, so that was the Stratford 10k, but that was called off due to flooding, so haven't really got a time trial or a good gauge of my fitness at the moment. I did get a new 10k PB in July, so that was 43.57, and I actually started that race with sub 45 in mind, and then kicked on in the last kilometre, so it was a big finish, which suggests that I do have a quicker time in me. So we're being a bit ambitious, used a few race predictors, and so we're going to try for sub 42, which, if you know my 5k time, is essentially running that 5k PB back to back. So 21 minutes and then 21 minutes. As for the training plan, it'll be a 10-week block starting next week, so October 7th, and the race will be December 15th, so that's the Telford 10k, so 10 weeks, and I'll be using a kind of Frankensteined Ben Parks plan. I did use a Ben Parks plan for my sub 4 marathon in April, and I really enjoyed the variety and had a really good time there. So yeah, I used a Ben Parks plan for my sub 4 in April, and so returning to that, I'll give this stuff a go again. I think mileage starts out at around 60k, which I've been ticking over at for the last few weeks, and also ends on about 85k, so quite a high mileage training block, which I definitely prefer. So I've actually Frankensteined it to include some longer runs. I know it's a bit naughty and perhaps goes against the speed training aspect, but I love long runs and I'm not sacrificing those. Cheers. So while I might not be marathon training, there's still going to be a fair few obstacles as I train throughout autumn and winter, which includes training within Worcester specifically. The flooding, the rain, and it's raining right now, has been pretty crazy already, and the River Severn, it rises rapidly, and so I'm anticipating some flooding sooner rather than later. And for speed work, that's a bit of a nightmare because there aren't that many routes, flat routes, where, traffic free, that I can train. So we're going to have to get a little creative or boring and just do some circuits near my house, which I'm not looking forward to doing. So hopefully the river doesn't flood too soon or for too long. One advantage of training during autumn winter are the lower temperatures, which, as long as it's not icy underfoot, give me a huge advantage. I train so much better in the autumn months. So looking forward to that. My actual 10k PB, so that 43.57, I think it was like above 20 degrees on the day. A lot of people were suffering. So, you know, not ideal conditions for my PB. So hopefully that means even better times in December. So 10 weeks of 10k training starting tomorrow. And I'm aiming to do some weekly uploads for that. To just break down the training, try and keep myself accountable. I'm not very good at consistent uploads, I know. I do use this platform as a hobby and just to document things, but the reaction that I've been getting and how motivating that has been, particularly for the 100k, for the jazz video, the 10k, the Worcester City runs, you know, I appreciate all the comments and support. And so I just want to give this 10k training block a go, documenting weekly what I'm up to, and yeah, the ups and downs that come with it. Definitely let me know what you're up to for the autumn winter. What have you got planned? Are you just checking off some park runs? Are you got a 10k in mind? Half marathon? Is your marathon soon or is it later? I know Valencia is December. Yeah, what are you up to? Let me know. And yeah, best of luck in your training. Okay, so that's 20k easy, banked. Might be 21 by the time I get home, actually. Yeah, it went really well, feeling better-ish. And so, looking forward to starting the 10k block next week. You'll see me again after I make Sunday's video, so that'll be week 1 of Project 42. I feel like you've got to call it Project. Or Project, do we say? Get my American and English mixed up. But yeah, I'll see you then. In the meantime, happy running and bye-bye.